We're walking through how to set up a Google account today. And it's a fairly easy process, and it actually gives you access to a lot of cool resources. You can set up your own email address. You can upload videos to YouTube. You can even store documents and photos in the cloud, so to speak. And we'll talk more about that a little bit later. And so it's not a bad thing to do. It's fairly easy too. The first thing that you want to do is go to google.com. The standard search bar in the middle, but in the top right, there's a sign in button where you can sign in with your Google account. Now, of course, we don't have a Google account yet, but in the top right corner up here where you go to sign in, there's a sign up button. So, of course, we're going to click that, and this is going to walk us through the process of creating our Google account. So first we have to give it a name. I'm going to choose Johnny Appleseed. And then you have to pick a username. It can only be letters and numbers and periods, and it's all going to be one word. And so this is the username that's going to be tied to an email address that you can create through Google. It all has to be one word, as I said, and it's got to be unique. So it can be kind of hard sometimes to find a unique username. In my case, I might choose something like John W. Appleseed. And it looks like that one's available. Now, for example, if I hadn't put that W in, if it had just been John Appleseed, someone's already taken that username. So it'll suggest some other usernames that you can try to use, but you want to try and find one that you're happy with that is also unique. So once you do that, you're going to create a password. Now we have to put in our birthday. I'm just going to put in my actual birthday, so feel free to send me mail and presents on my birthday. That's fine. Your gender. Now, some of this stuff isn't required, but it's sort of helpful to fill out your Google account. I'm not going to put in my mobile number, but if you do, they can text message you if you forget your password. So it's kind of helpful. You do need to give them your current email address that they can send a notification to. So in this case, I've already set one up. It's johnnyappleseed@thehowtocast.com. And then, unfortunately, we have to prove that we're not a robot, that we're not going to spam Google, so we have to fill out these words here. And it can be kind of difficult to read these things. I usually try and refresh this until I get one that's sort of legible, and I think I got this one here, but you never quite know, do you? Choose your location down here. I'm in the United States. Agree to the terms of service and privacy policy. And then you can have Google personalize your website and content. I'm not a big fan, so I'm going to uncheck that, but it's entirely up to you. And then let's go on to the next step. So that's actually all you have to do, but Google's going to walk you through a quick process of creating your profile. Just helps to make things look a little bit nicer. So you'll see I've got a name here, but I can add a profile photo too. And I've actually got one on my desktop here. So when you click to select one, you can choose to select it from your computer. And I've got this right here. Bam. So there's our profile photo. You can resize this. It's going to resize it to a square. And then I can say set as profile photo. And then move on to the next step. And that's it. I'm completely done. Now, not only did it set up a Google account for me, but you can see it also went ahead and created johnwappleseed@gmail.com. So that means not only did I get a Google account, but I also got an email address that I could use. So if you want to explore that space, you can. So at this point, you get started and you're logged in and you've got your Google account.